All right, ladies and gents, I think we're just about ready to get things rolling today. Everything looks good. We are just about ready. So, welcome back, everybody. Back again to another live stream. Today we have stream number 188 in my Come Hang Out series of streams. Kryptarium prison stream. We're all in jail. What'd you guys do? I was incarcerated for tax evasion. So that's what I'm in prison for. But what about you guys? Hopefully you guys are doing well. Let's go over our streaming schedule really quick before we get started today. We stream Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time. And as always, I will provide you guys with daily updates. If there's ever a day where I cannot stream for whatever reason, as was the case yesterday, I will let you guys know via my community tab as per usual. So yeah. In terms of yesterday, I was not here. We had some family problems. I guess I'll just leave it at that for right now. I don't really want to get into it too much today, but I do appreciate all of the kind messages that you guys were sending my way. A lot of messages on that community tab post from yesterday. A lot of very kind messages. So I want to say thank you from me to you. Thank you all very much for the constant support. Is everything okay? Not really, but I will probably go more in depth maybe this weekend. I want to make an Instagram post about whatever's been going on. I want to let you guys know. So I'm just not ready to discuss things just yet, I guess you could say, but everybody here is all good. So in terms of today's stream, let's go ahead and move on from that. Thank you all for the kind messages, though. I do appreciate all of those kind words and kind wishes. In terms of today's stream, today is a Wednesday, and on Wednesday we normally do tournament brackets, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. I have a bracket ready to go for today. We're probably going to dive into that here in a couple of moments, but I hope you guys are ready for that. Otherwise, the rest of this week, Thursday will probably be a casual stream, and on Friday we're going to be doing trivia as per usual. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. Yes, indeed, we are doing a bracket today. Bracket day today. Wednesdays are usually bracket days. Hopefully you guys are excited for that. Jose, what number bracket is this? I'm sure we'll find out. Usually he lets us know as soon as we start the bracket, if he's even here today. It is Thursday? Nah, today it's Wednesday for me. It is Wednesday, August 3rd for me right now. Maybe you're living in the future. How about that? Future people. So many future people in the chat. Currently rewatching Master of the Mountain. Love that season so much. I gotta rewatch that one. I would like to at some point here. I've been watching a lot of Spectacular Spider-Man on Netflix. Finally getting back into that show. I need to watch some new Ninjago, though. I need to rewatch some of the newer Ninjago seasons, especially Master of the Mountain, especially Seabound, maybe The Island. I mean, The Island isn't that long, so probably be able to knock that out pretty quick. Have I ever bought used sets? Yes, indeed, I have. Oftentimes, I buy used minifigures, used sets. Usually a good way to get those sets for cheaper prices. It's a lot cheaper than, buying the new copy, especially for older sets, like older retired sets. You're more better off buying those used, in my opinion, just so you can get the cheaper prices. But how are you guys doing on this lovely Wednesday? I don't think I asked you guys. How are you guys doing today on this lovely Wednesday evening? Hopefully you guys are doing well. It is Wednesday, right? I'm not confusing myself here. Yeah, it is Wednesday. Wednesday, August 3rd. Awesome. How are you guys doing today? Hopefully you guys are doing well. Hopefully you guys were well yesterday as well. Didn't really talk to you guys yesterday. Actually, great. Good to hear it. Sounds good. Season 11 pictures. Sure, we can do Season 11 pictures. Fire or ice? Let's go fire. Fire chapter. Tired but okay. I got you. It's Thursday. Oh, it's Wednesday for me still. Future people. It's Wednesday, my dudes. Perfect. There you go. First day of school. Yeah, a couple of people are getting back to school, it seems. I'm almost done with school, actually. A couple of weeks left, and I'm finally done. So, looking forward to finally being done with school after these many years of being in school. I've been up for 13 hours. Feel like I've been up for 2. Wow. Yeah, I've been up for a bit, actually. I had a couple of things to do earlier today. I actually had a few appointments that I had to get to earlier today. So I've been up for a while. 9 times out of 10, I'm just rolling out of bed as soon as I start up these streams. Not today. Today I've actually been up for a long time. I live 1 hour in the future. Nice. Yeah, because for me it's 7:10 p.m. on Wednesday evening. So 1 a.m. in England. I got you. Understandable. Is the X1 Ninja Charger Legacy worth it? I have that set. I bought it when it came out. I think it is worth it. You get golden coal after all in that set, if I'm not mistaken. And plus the X1 Charger, it's not that bad. It ain't too bad. I'd say that set's definitely worth it. 8:11 for you. Wow. For me, it's 11 p.m. Yeah, I'm on that same time zone there. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. How old am I? 22. I am in my early 20s, so I will die soon. I'm getting up there in age. I will pass at some point here. Have you ever had a long-distance relationship? Kinda, sorta. I guess you could kind of say that, I guess. I will say, at least for me, from my experience, long-distance relationships don't really work. But maybe it'll work for you or someone else. I don't know. It's different depending on who you are, what type of person you are. For me, didn't really work out very well, but, you know, I guess you can kind of say a long-distance relationship. Yes, I did have that at one point, and it was not fun. Was not great. Am I going to college or something? I am. I am going to college. Almost done with college. Finally. I can finally get my degree and be done with it. Looking forward to getting that out of the way. That took a dark turn. Let's see. Going to a fan expo Boston on Sunday. Got to finish my Soundwave costume. Help my friend finish his. Ooh, Soundwave, eh? Sounds awesome. I've seen a lot of people do some really creative Transformers cosplays. I've seen people have costumes that can actually transform. That's awesome. Otherwise, just dressing up as a Transformer. You know, that's awesome. Good stuff all around. When I was younger, I went as, for Halloween one year, I went as Grimlock. I made my own Grimlock costume from Fall of Cybertron. It wasn't very good. Made it out of cardboard, doing what I could with what I had. It wasn't a very good looking costume, but I did try it at one point in time. I tried to make my own costume. No Kahoot today. No, Kahoots are on Fridays. Today we're doing a bracket though. In fact, I think we're just about ready to get things rolling with that bracket. How about we start off with the bracket today? I think it's about time to dive on into that for sure. For today's bracket, I'm just going to let you guys know really quick what it is. For today's bracket, I have here ranking the seasons, but with a twist. Instead of ranking the seasons based on the actual season, I figured we could rank the seasons based on how good the sets are. Which season has the best Lego sets to correspond with it? We don't have all the seasons here. We also don't have everything Ninjago related on here. We also, we don't have the Ninjago movie. I don't think Day of the Departed is on here, but we do have Master of the Mountain, Tournament, Sons of Garmadon, Skybound, let's see, Rise of the Snakes, Seabound, The Island, Hunted, Legacy of Green Ninja. We got the Pilots, Rebooted, Crystallized, Prime Empire, Secrets of Forbidden Spinjitzu, Possession, and Hands of Time. So I figured this could be fun for today, ranking the seasons based on how good the sets are. Depending on what you guys think. As I take a sip of my water there. So why don't we get things rolling with our first matchup here of the day. We got Master of the Mountain versus Tournament of Elements. Which one has the better Lego sets? How about that? I think that could be a fun thing to do for today. It's kind of like ranking the seasons, but like I said, with a bit of a twist, so to speak. Jose with the 199. It's the 18th World Tournament. 18 of these. Crazy. Thank you very much, Jose, for the 199. I appreciate that. Let's see. How do you not have all the seasons? There are 16 seasons counting Crystallized. You also have, what else you have? You have the Pilots in there. That doesn't really count as a season. You also don't have stuff like Day of the Departed. We don't have everything Ninjago related. But starting things off here, let's just say which Ninjago season.
Father would not want you to do this, brother.
And thank you, Jose, for the 199 donation. I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. We have Master, not Tester of the Mountain. Master of the Mountain versus Tournament of Elements. Very long names. I'm going to copy and paste that quick as well. So our first round, which Ninjago season has the best sets? Master of the Mountain versus Tournament of Elements. Take a vote. This is going to be what we're going to be doing for today's stream as we just kind of hang out and talk about whatever. But this is our first match of the day. Which season has the better sets? Honestly, I didn't really buy a whole lot of sets from Master of the Mountain. I kind of skipped a large majority of that wave. I did buy the Woo Battle Dragon, Chompy. I bought that one. I didn't really buy the other ones. Tournament, I bought quite a few sets from Tournament. Maybe I'm kind of biased because Tournament is my favorite season, but I would personally say Tournament has the better sets. But that's just my opinion. And also, it's not up to me. It's up to you guys. So take a vote. It was one of the only seasons I was interested in getting every set, only missing the Firestone Mech, which sucks anyway. Yeah, the Firestone Mech, I don't think that's the best set out there either. I wish it was more Cole-themed than Kai-themed. It's more of a Kai set, to be honest. Is Legacy included for Tournament? No, the original sets. I'm not counting Legacy on this countdown. Legacy stuff, I don't really count for this specific bracket. So, that's why I didn't include March of the Oni on this bracket, because March of the Oni doesn't really have any Lego sets unless you count that one Oni pack, or if you count the Ninjago Legacy sets. And if you count Legacy, then that would mean all of Legacy, including the Ninjago City Gardens, Kai Fighter, Thunder Raider, etc., etc., and none of those appeared in Season 10. So, that's what we just have going on today. No Legacy, just counting the original stuffs. And why don't we go ahead and end off the first round right there. Let's see. Our first round has concluded with Master of the Mountain winning. How about that? Not what I would have voted for, but still good nonetheless. I think some of those sets are definitely worth it. I just kind of skipped out on a lot of that wave. And thank you, Sandwich Warrior, for subscribing. That is quite the name right there. You can get 2 Firestone mechs to make one entirely Kai mech and one entirely Cole mech. That does sound fun, but I don't know, that would require me buying 2 Firestone mechs, which I don't really want to buy one. So let's bump up Master of the Mountain into the top 8. There we go. And over here, we have a battle between Hands of Time and Possession for which series or which season has the better Lego sets. Very curious to see who wins this. Hands of Time versus Possession. I could go either or on this one. I think they have some good sets. Both seasons have good sets under their names. Hands of Time, Possession. I will say, I think I have more nostalgia for the Possession wave, but maybe in a couple years, the Hands of Time wave will get me nostalgic as well. I bought a lot of Possession sets, though, so maybe I'm kind of biased, but I'd probably vote for Possession. But hey, take a vote. What do you guys think? Have to vote for Possession, don't I? I mean, do you like the Possession sets more or the Hands of Time sets more? If it's Possession, maybe you do gotta vote for Possession, just this one time. Love the Transparent Ghost and the Moros Dragon. Yeah, I mean, the Transparent Ghost minifigures were super cool to see. Hands of Time, I wasn't really a huge fan of the Vermilion Warriors, but I did enjoy the Acronics and Crux figures. Those guys are really cool. Otherwise, I'd say the Ghost minifigures are a lot better, dare I say. Only ever got one Season 7 set. How many did I get? I got the Dragon's Forge. I remember buying that back in the day. I also bought the Dawn of Iron Doom. Was that it? Was that all I got for Hands of Time? That might have been all I got for Hands of Time. I never got the VXL, never got the Vermilion Invader, never got Desert Lightning. I think those were the only 2 that I bought. For Possession, I bought a lot of stuff. And plus with Possession, you actually have the Airjitsu Flyers as well, which I think are a lot of fun. Probably one of the better spinners that we've seen thus far. Not as good as the originals, though, unfortunately. With that being said, I think Possession has a pretty clear lead, so let's wrap that up there. Possession has won. Thank you, Promax Ninja, for subscribing as well. And let's go back to our bracket and bump up Possession, make it into the top 8. Awesome. Yeah, I'd say Possession sets are a lot better than the Hands of Time sets. Over here, we got Sons of Garmadon sets versus Skybound sets. Also a pretty intriguing matchup right there. Sons of Garmadon versus Skybound. Let's vote on that, shall we? Third match of the first round. Let's set that up for you guys. Sons of Garmadon, or the Garmadon of the Sons, if you want to be a hipster about it, and Skybound. All right, let's see. What do you guys want to vote for? Sons of Garmadaddy for the win. Yeah, Sons of Garmadon had some good stuff. You had the Temple of Resurrection. You also had some other stuff in there too. I liked in Skybound, though, you had the Lighthouse Siege, if you can call it a Skybound set. I mean, it is a Skybound set, but it came out alongside the Day of the Departed sets for some reason. You also had Jay's Lightning, Energy Elemental Dragon, whatever you want to call it. That came out during Skybound. I don't know. I think both of these waves are pretty solid. Oh yeah, for Sons of Garmadon, you also had the ninja. What was it called? The ninja Nightcrawler. Yeah, there you go. Like the rugged style of Skybound. Yeah, that is true. Also, in terms of Skybound stuff, they were also really creative with how they built some of the vehicles, especially for the pirates. You were using like treasure chests to make the side of the ships. You had barrels being used as jetpacks. It was a pretty good time to build some of those Skybound sets. Never got all of them, but you know, got a decent amount. Same deal with Sons of Garmadon. Only ever bought a couple of those sets, so. This is hard because I like the sets better for Skybound, but your favorite season is Sons of Garmadetti, so that's tough. I understand. I got you. I'd say pick whatever set or whatever season you think has the better sets, since that's what we're voting on for today's bracket. Ninja Nightcrawler, Mr. E and Zane fight, Temple of Resurrection, to name a few. Yeah, what was that Mr. E and Zane fight set called? The Street Race of Snake Jaguar, if I'm remembering correctly. Pretty solid set. 2 good bikes. Thank you, Lost Thunder, for subscribing as well. And let's go ahead and end off the brackets. I think we're pretty much good on this one. Sons of Garmadon has clearly won. All right, going back to our lovely bracket, let's bump up the Sons of the Garmadad. Perfect. And over here, Secrets of the Forbidden Spinjitzu versus Prime Empire. Season 11 versus Season 12. 2 Wild Brain seasons. Which one has the better sets? Let's go ahead and vote on that quick. I'd say for this one, it's kind of difficult. I think both of the waves are decent, but also both of them had some sets that weren't really the best. For Secrets of the Forbidden Spinjitzu, you had the Katana 4x4. For Prime Empire, you had the Ninja Turbo Car. Secrets of the Forbidden Spinjitzu versus Prime Empire. Or Ninja Tuner Car. Did I say Turbo Car or Tuner Car? Don't know. Either way, wasn't a huge fan of that set. For Prime Empire, you also had the arcade pods, which I thought were pretty sweet. You had the Gamers Market. Season 11, you had some of the larger ones. I wasn't a huge fan of the Land Bounty, but I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about these seasons? Which one has the better sets? Jen with the $10 donation. Thank you very much, Jen. Picked up the Crystal King today. Nice. Glad to hear.
Father would not want you to do this, brother.
Yeah, pretty good set. I actually got mine in the mail today, too. Here, I'll shake it for you guys quick. It's still in the box. Little Lego ASMR for you. There you go. I'm going to be building all of those tomorrow, I think. I'm waiting for the rest of the sets to come in, then I'm going to be doing one giant haul video, and then I will make a video tomorrow showing off all the sets once I eventually do get the rest of them in the mail. But thank you, Jen, for the $10 donation there. Yeah, Crystal King, good set. I'm excited to put that one together. That'll probably be the first one that I review on the channel. Thank you very much for the donation. Golden Dragon is $200. Around here it's $150, and that is still super expensive. What do I think will happen at the end of Crystallized? I'm expecting some type of sad ending, maybe a sacrifice or two, maybe the original 4 ninja being departed out of the series. I don't know. Anything could happen. Anything is possible. It's kind of hard to pinpoint right now what exactly the ending of Crystallized will look like. I imagine it'll be pretty easy to tell once we get more episodes where the ending is going. As of right now, not too sure. I'm hoping it ends on a pretty satisfying conclusion, though. Looking forward to seeing how it ends. So yeah, you got Prime Empire, Secrets of the Forbidden Spinjitzu. Prime Empire sets have won. I agree, that wave of sets is probably the better of the two. I like the arcade pods. I like some of the unique avatar designs, except for maybe Lloyd's. But Prime Empire sets being better than the Season 11 sets, I agree. Going down the line here, we have Season 1, Rise of the Snakes versus Seabound. Which sets are better? Honestly, for this one, I could go either or as well. Both of these waves, really good stuff going on. The Season 1 wave is awesome. Also love the Seabound wave. But let's take a vote. Which Ninjago season has the best sets? Rise of the Snaky Snakes or Seabound? Seabound has some good stuff, but Rise of the Snakes, I kind of want to vote for that one. I think I'd vote for that one if I were to be voting. I'd probably vote for Rise of the Snakes. You just have some cool stuff in that original wave, you know? But Seabound has some good stuff too. It's up to you guys though. What do you want to vote on? Ba-da-ba-dum. Seabound is so much better. Not a big fan of all the snake vehicles in Season 1. Not saying it's bad. Definitely got better over time. Yeah, that is true. I mean, those early snake vehicles, some of them are kind of rough. Some of them are actually somewhat decent. I will say Ninjago only gets better as the years go on, I feel, with making higher quality designs with new pieces and whatnot coming out. It's easier to do that kind of stuff. But Rise of the Snakes, I think that has a certain charm to it, you know? Those older sets, while kind of primitive compared to the modern day sets, kind of charming at the same time. Can we get more Lego ASMR? What else do I have here? I have the Crystal King. Thank you, Felicity, for subscribing. I have the Crystal King. I have Kai's Golden Dragon Raider, just kind of sitting here in the box still. And then I have Cole's Dragon Cruiser. Those are the only sets that I have right now. The rest of them are going to be coming in the mail tomorrow. But here's Kai's Golden Dragon Cruiser for you. There you go. You can hear all of those expensive pieces. Way too expensive of a price for that thing. But I still bought it because I am a sucker for Skylar minifigures. And of course, new Skylar in that set. Let's end off the Which Ninjago season has the best sets. Who won? Was it Seabound? Yes, Seabound has won over Rise of the Snakes. Excellent. Beautiful. I like some of the Seabound stuff overall. I think Seabound is a pretty solid wave, all things considered. And going back to our bracket, where is our bracket? There you go. Let's bump up Seabound. Seabound having better sets than Rise of the Snakes. Yeah, I understand. Like I said, though, there's a certain charm to those original sets that I just kind of enjoy. Next up, we have Crystallized versus Rebooted. Oh boy, wonder who's going to win this one. Which season has better sets, Rebooted or Crystallized? Can we hear a joke? Hey Google, turn your volume to 7. Hey Google, tell us a joke.
Why shouldn't you write with a broken pencil? Because it's pointless.
Oh, that's so funny. Thank you, Google. All right, Crystallized or Rebooted? Take a vote. Does the price matter? It depends on what you think. If the price makes certain sets not as good as other sets, that's something to take into consideration. I will say Crystallized is probably one of the worst waves when it comes to deals and and actual prices. You know, look at that gap, 95 to 5%. I think Rebooted has some good stuff in it. Like, you got the Battle for Ninjago City, you got the Nindroid Mech Dragon, you know. There's some good stuff to be found in Rebooted. But Crystallized, yeah, I mean, I can totally see why you guys would vote for Crystallized. I mean, I have some of the sets here as well. Haven't built them yet, but they do look pretty gnarly. So I can't wait to get into those tomorrow. I think I'm going to be building some of those guys tomorrow. Do the kitties play with the boxes? Sometimes they do. It depends on if they can fit in the box, you know? My cats like to jump into boxes. Like Waffle today, she was playing with the cardboard box that these sets came in because it was quite large. So, don't really like the Crystallized sets. Might just be because the prices pushed me away. Yeah, the prices is definitely... the prices are the worst part of this new wave, I will say. The sets themselves are pretty good from what I can see. They have some good stuff going on. But the prices... yeah, that's definitely a huge turn away. At least for me, for getting the Golden Ultra Dragon. I think that dragon is fine, but the price, I just can't do it. But in terms of which season you guys think has the best sets, let's end the poll. Seems like Crystallized has won, which is understandable. Got a question? Cool. Shoot. I'll try to answer as many questions as I can during this stream. But let's go ahead and bump up Crystallized on the bracket. That has won over Rebooted. I think Rebooted has some good stuff, but Crystallized overall seems like a more well-rounded wave. Definitely not in terms of prices, though. Down here, the Island versus Hunted. Kind of a weird matchup, considering the Island only has 4 sets, right? The Island versus Hunted, but maybe the Island will win. I don't know. I've seen stranger things happen on these streams in terms of these polls. So, which Ninjago season has the best sets? We got the Island or Hunted. All right, take a vote. Which season's sets do you prefer? Island for Zippy? True, the Island does have Zippy. You know what Hunted doesn't have? Zippy the Dragon. Love the Catamaran Sea Battle. I never got that set. I never bothered getting that one, to be honest. But if you say it's good, I'll take your word for it. Need to save up for the new Samurai X. Kind of blew everything I've saved on the for the new wave on pre-ordering Masterpiece of Jetfire. I mean, that's also a pretty good investment. I could see you doing either one. You know, either one is a good investment. That Jetfire does look clean though. Kind of want to grab him for my collection if he wasn't so gosh darn expensive. And like I said, yeah, you know, it's a pretty good figure. Crystallized stuff though, I like those too. Rather get those than Jetfire, to be honest. Had the Catamaran but exchanged it. I gotcha. Do I think the Lighthouse Siege set is worth it? It's the only Skybound set I need. Yeah, that's actually my favorite set from Skybound. Would totally recommend if you can find it for a pretty reasonable price. Good stuff. Good stuff all around. I like that set. Zippy won me over. Yeah, I mean, Hunted does have some dragons too. Like, Hunted has the Firstborn dragon, a couple of other dragons in there. You know, Hunted was all about dragons and whatnot. But the island, I'd probably vote for the island, to be honest, since I got more of those sets. Lot Skang
would not want you to do this, brother.
With the $1.99 there. We also have a $2 from Virtual Bison. Virtual Bison says, I have a custom Ninjago intro made. You want to watch? Sure, if you want to send that to me on Twitter, Instagram, that'd be awesome.
Not want you to do this, brother.
Would love to check that out. And also, like I said, Lot Skang with the $1.99. What is your message? What is my all-time favorite Lego set? All-time favorite Lego set is definitely the Ninjago Movie Bounty. Nothing else really comes close except for maybe the Ninjago City Gardens, but the Movie Bounty, still my favorite one. And let's end off the poll here. Hunted has won, but the island was pretty close, so not too shabby there. But Hunted won fair and square, so going back to our bracket, let's bump up Ninjago Hunted. That has some good sets too, like the Oni Titan. That set's awesome. Throne Room Showdown, another good one. But the island, I'd probably vote for the island, to be honest. And finally, our last match in round 1. The Pilots versus Season 2. Legacy of the Green Ninja. Let's go with that. The Pilots versus Legacy of the Green Ninja. Back where it all began versus the final battle wave. This one is pretty easy for me. I know which one I would vote for sure. Legacy of the Green Ninja. All right. Let's take a vote. Do you guys prefer the original wave or the final battle wave? Honestly, there's good stuff going on in both. I would personally vote for the Pilots, to be honest, because you have the original Spinners, which are amazing. You have the Skeleton Warriors, which are awesome, and all of the original dragons. Can't really go wrong with those. Final Battle is awesome. You have the Temple of Light, you have the Golden Dragon, but the Pilots, there's just more stuff going on, you know? I'd personally vote for that one. If I could go back in 2011 and buy all of those sets again, I definitely would. That's like, you know how people sometimes have the Bionicle dream where they see original Bionicle sets on the shelf? I have that, but for the original wave of Ninjago sets, because there is some good stuff going on there. Final Battle Wave hardly had any good. Pilots had like, what, 3 bad sets at the most? Yeah, you had like Knuckles ATV, which was pretty gross looking, but the Final Battle did have Kai's mech. That is true. But Kai's mech and the Golden Dragon and the Temple of Light can't really save the entire wave. I think there's just more going on in the Pilots, but like I said, it's not up to me. It's up to you guys. Did I see the SS-86 Ironhide leak? This one dude bought a stolen figure and leaked it. Yeah, I did see that. It looks pretty cool. I'll probably grab him when he comes out. I'll add him to my collection. I like Ironhide. Rest in spaghetti. Got killed by Megatron aboard that one Autobot shuttle. I'll probably grab that figure. Looks pretty sweet. Not a huge fan of people stealing figures and reviewing them early. People do that all the time. Not a huge fan of that per se. Do I think that Candace will return and be the main villain for the season? Ah, yes, Candace, my favorite Ninjago character. Absolutely. Can't wait to see Candace back in this new season. So funny. Why don't we go ahead and end off the poll here. The Pilots versus Legacy of the Green Ninja. Legacy of the Green Ninja won, surprisingly. Was not expecting that. I'd personally vote for the Pilots, but, you know, that's just me. And going back to our bracket, let's conclude the first round here by bumping up Legacy of the Green Ninja. And now we have our top 8. So, just to recap,
would not want you to do this, brother.
We have a donation $4.99 from Jose. Thank you very much, Jose. I will read that momentarily. Just to recap, this is our top 8, And let's get started by voting on this matchup over here, Master of the Mountain versus Sons of Garmadon. Which season has the better sets? And also for Jose, your donation, got a better joke. What is Callum Collex McGinley's middle name? Leukemia? Oh, I get it. I get it. That's funny. That's some funny stuff right there, Jose. Thank you very much for the $4.99. I appreciate that very much. So I appreciate the funny joke. Thank you very much. Which Ninjago season has the best sets? Let's see. We got Master of the Mountain. Master of the Mountain versus Sons of Garmadon. Sons of Garmadon. I wish I was Garmadon's son. You know how awesome that'd be? To be the son of the Dark Lord? I'd get so much done. I wish I had 4 arms, man. Master of the Mountain, Sons of Garmadon. Let's take a vote. What do you have to vote on? What do you guys think? What are you thinking? Which season has the better sets? Bought the Legacy Ninja Charger over the Legacy Fire Dragon. How do I fix this, or is this still okay? I mean, the Legacy X1 Charger is still good, too. I will say the Legacy Fire Dragon is kind of better, in my opinion. But both of them are good. Both are good sets. Can't really go wrong with either of them, especially if you're a Kai fan. You're winning either way. So how do I forget leaks? What if they're real? Most of the time, from what I've seen in this community, if you see a leak, like a quote-unquote leak spread by some random dude in the comment section, probably not going to be real. But in terms of like actual leaks, unfortunately, there's not really a good way to forget them, you know? I mean, maybe you could do like the Men in Black thing, where you just flash the thing and then you forget. I don't know if that's real, though. Not sure if that technology exists as of right now. Ooh, pretty even in the poll. Sons of Garmadon versus Master of the Mountain. Pretty easy. Or not pretty easy, sorry. Pretty even. Even. Not easy. What set should you buy that's under $30? I'm going to go with the Golden Dragon motorbike. New one for Crystallized. You get Golden Dragon J, which is a pretty awesome figure, and it's $20. I'd say grab that if you totally could. OMG, Kai versus Dareth leaked for Crystallized. Yeah, and Dareth ends up winning. That'd be the day. That'd be the day for sure. Why don't we go ahead and end off the poll? Seems like Sons of Garmadon has won. Good stuff. Sons of Garmadon sets, I'd say they're a lot better than the Master of the Mountain sets as well. So going back to our bracket, let's get Sons of Garmadon into the top 4. There we go. Perfect. Over here, Possession versus Prime Empire. The 2 P seasons. Possession versus Prime Empire. Let's go with that. Which season has the better sets? Let's ask the audience. Possession versus Prime Empire. All right. Take a vote. See what you think. Let's see. If you could have the release for Crystallized, what would it be? Like if I could choose a set to be released for Crystallized, I would love for them to make maybe a set with the black suits. That'd be awesome. That'd be very cool. If they could make like a ninja heist set, that'd be amazing. Would love to see that happen. That'd be awesome. Pretty even right here. Possession versus Prime Empire. 56-44. I'd say both of those sets are decent. Both of those waves are good. Prime Empire, a little bit more unique, but Possession, I'd say, has the better minifigures. I don't know. I'd personally vote for Possession here, but Prime Empire, also not too bad. I could pretty much go either or here. There you go. Which character do I prefer, Skylar or Moro? Definitely Skylar. Like, Moro's awesome, but Skylar, you guys know how I feel about Skylar. She is the queen. Moro's cool, though. Why did LEGO post episode 1 of Crystallized again? That's a good question. From what I can understand, that is a region-free upload, meaning that anybody could watch it at any point in the world. For the original uploads, those are region-locked, from what I can understand. Thank you, Kite Umar, for subscribing. But this new episode upload, not region-locked, from what I can figure out. I think that's the only reason why they decided to re-upload it. Could be wrong, though. I have no idea. Nagito, thanks for the sub as well. Appreciate that. Bada bing, bada boom. Why don't we go ahead and end off the poll here? Which Ninjago season has the best sets, Possession or Prime Empire? Gonna have to go with Possession. There you go. Possession got the most amount of votes there. Not too shabby. Going back to our bracket, Let's bump up Possession, shall we? Possession gets bumped up to the top 4. It's going to say there's some weird stuff going on over there with Sons of Garmadon, but it fixed itself. We're all good now. Seabound versus Hunted. That'll be the next one. Seabound versus Hunted. Let's take a vote, shall we? Seabound versus Hunted. Yeah, it's a sad day. Very sad. We got Seabound. We got Hunted. Which Ninjago season has the better sets? Still counting down the days till October. Me too. Can't wait to see these new episodes. It's going to be very exciting. Very exciting. Can't wait to see them. Not the biggest fan of the Hunted sets, but I love the Seabound sets. It's kind of how I feel too. Hunted, it had some good sets, but Seabound I think is by far the better quality in terms of like their sets, how they built them, the amount of variety. Definitely. Bought the new Dinobot from Legacy. There's a new Dinobot in Legacy. I didn't know that. Like Dinobot the character or Dinobot as in like a Dinobot? Haven't really been keeping up with Legacy, to be honest. Your Target still has the Island sets. Me too. Yeah, we still have the Island. We still have a couple of things from Core. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure they're going to be getting some Crystallized sets in there too. Maybe not, though. Like, I tried to order from my store the other day. They said that they had some in stock. Ultimately, they did not, though. So, you know. Who would win, Klaus or Wu? Probably Wu. I'd say Wu for sure. There is no Legacy Dinobot. I was kind of confused. I'm kind of, like, thinking. I'm not sure. I know there's that new Dinobot that came out for the Buzzworthy Bumblebee line. It's like a redeco of the Kingdom one. It's supposed to be based more on the original toy. If that's the one that you're thinking about, then yeah, I've seen that one around. Didn't really buy it though. I don't really have any nostalgia for the original Dinobot toy. I have the Kingdom one. That's good enough for me. Seabound is winning by a pretty substantial margin, actually. Not surprised. I think Seabound has the better sets overall as well, and I think we're going to go ahead and end things off there, with Seabound leading 63-37. Target is filled with Zane Mech polybags. Mine too. Yeah, mine too. Lots of polybags over at my Target. Not only for Zane's Mech, but also for a lot of other themes too. We've had like the same Shang-Chi polybag for like months now. Seabound versus Hunted. Seabound has won. So going back to our bracket, Seabound has won. Let's bump up Seabound. There you go. Welcome to the top 4. And now, Crystallized versus Legacy of the Green Ninja. Oh man, I wonder who's going to win this one. Crystallized versus Legacy of the Green Ninja. Let's find out though. We got to run a poll for all of these, shall we? What car do I drive? A 2013 Chevy Malibu. It's gray, and I like it. We got Crystallized, and we got, what else did I say? Crystallized, Legacy of the Green Ninja. All right. Yeah, I know which one I'd vote for here. To be honest, TBH, there you go. Take a vote. I'll say Crystallized because I'm not the biggest fan of Legacy of the Green Ninja sets. Yeah, I think Crystallized sets are definitely the better of the two here. But again, with Legacy of the Green Ninja, he had the original Golden Dragon, Temple of Light. There's good stuff to be found in both waves, but honestly, yeah, Crystallized takes the cake for me as well. I did find the Crystal King set at my Target and junior sets, but that's all. Yeah, they had that one junior set in stock at my Target too. The Ninja Dragon Temple or whatever. That one is in stock. I have no interest in getting that though. Yeah, in terms of sets. Yeah, which season is the best in terms of sets? Which Ninjago season has the best sets? That's what we're voting on for today. Big gap there. Yeah, 89-11. That's a split right there. That is certainly a gap. Interesting. Favorite sport? I'm not really a sporty person by nature. I will say hockey is really fun to watch and whatnot, so I'd say hockey. I think hockey's a lot of fun to watch, and you know, I've been to some hockey games before. That's always a good time. I'd say hockey for sure. Where is Crystallized Part 1 on your season ranking? That's a good question. Honestly, I haven't really considered where it would be among the ranking just yet, because Crystallized isn't complete just yet as a season, but maybe I should try to figure that out. Like, where does Part 1 lie as of right now? Maybe I'll figure that out at some point here in the future. Otherwise, I kind of want to wait until Crystallized wraps up before I rank it among the others. Tennis? Tennis is cool. I used to play tennis in high school. Not too bad of a sport there. More of a soccer guy. Yeah, soccer is all right. I had friends growing up that used to play soccer all the time. I never did, unfortunately. Seabound, worst season ever. I don't know about that. What's a good non-crystallized set to get with a $100 budget? If you're looking at like a non-crystallized set, what about the Temple of the Endless Sea? That's currently on sale on Lego.com right now for about $80 last I checked. So that's a pretty good set. You get Wajira, the amulets, some cool minifigures. I'd recommend the Temple of the Endless Sea if you guys don't have that one just yet. And let's wrap up the Crystallized versus Legacy of the Green Ninja poll thing. Probably could have wrapped that up pretty quickly there. Considering Crystallized has a pretty large lead over Legacy of the Green Ninja. Going back to our bracket though, a little bit of a mix up there. Let's get Crystallized up to the top 4. And now we have our top 4. Next we are playing for top 2, Sons of Garmadon versus Seabound. Let's take a vote. Sons of Garmadon. If I can take a vote there. Sons of Garmadon versus Seabound. Yes. All right. Seabound. Take a vote. Which Ninjago season has the best sets? Did I see the new Brent Miller interview? I did not. Who did he interview this time? I did not see the new one. Maybe it's in my subfeed somewhere. Haven't watched it just yet. Haven't really been on YouTube a lot today either. Like I said, was kind of out and about earlier today. Didn't really have a lot of free time. I'm gonna have to look for that after stream. Very curious. What are you guys thinking? An Iron Man 2 set got a 2.5 star rating. That's sad. I like Iron Man 2. It's kind of underrated, dare I say. Definitely not one of Marvel's best, but decent nonetheless. Has some stupid stuff in it though. Fans interviewed him on Zoom. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, gonna have to check that out at some point here. Do I think Amazon is best to get the crystallized sets? That's where I'm ordering mine from right now, Amazon. The Kohl's Dragon Cruiser literally came the next day. Ordered it August 1st. It came August 2nd. Today is August 3rd. I got the Crystal King and the Kai's Golden Dragon Raider. And tomorrow, August 4th, the rest of the sets will be here. So I'd say Amazon is good, especially if you have Amazon Prime. I'd say so. Ooh, pretty split poll. Not gonna lie. Looking at the poll, pretty even. Sons of Garmadon versus Seabound, 48-52. Both are good. Both are good. Yeah, both seasons have good sets. Not really sure which one I'd vote for per se. I think they're both awesome. Did you hear that the Batgirl movie got canceled? Yeah, I did. I didn't really have any interest in watching it, so doesn't really affect me all that much. TBH. It is kind of weird though, having them cancel a movie that was pretty much done, you know? All they had to do was finish up some of the behind the scenes, some of the post-production stuff, and then they just canceled it. It's interesting to hear about that. I'm not really super affected by it though, to be honest. Have 6 crystallized sets and they are awesome. Yeah, they are pretty cool. I'm excited to put mine together. Probably going to be doing that tomorrow. I'll be posting some photos about it on my Instagram. Why'd they cancel? I have no idea. From what I can understand, what happened was, and it's been 2 minutes, let's end off the poll. From what I can understand about the Batgirl movie, they had finished filming it, they were working on post-production stuff, then they had test screenings, and apparently those test screenings didn't go well, so instead of just releasing the movie on HBO Max or whatever, Warner Bros. Decided to pull the entire project and, like, shelve it, meaning that it's not going to come out on anything, which is interesting. Sons of Garmadon won, by the way, so going back to our bracket and fixing up what was left over, Sons of Garmadon gets bumped up to the finals in terms of which set is the best, or in terms of which wave has the best sets. Sons of Garmadon making it all the way to the finals. Didn't really expect that, to be honest. I think it definitely should have been knocked out at some point along this along this line right here, somewhere around this area. But hey, it's not up to me, it's up to you guys. And let's vote now on Possession versus Crystallized. Which season has the better sets? Possession or Crystallized? Alright. Possession, Crystallized. Take a vote. What are you guys thinking? I'm breaking into Warner Bros. Headquarters to release their Batgirl cut. I mean, yeah, I mean, it is possible that they could always release it somewhere else, you know, if the hashtags are abundant enough. I will say, though, another reason as to why they may have canceled that movie, I heard that they canceled it so they could write it off as like a tax thing, and if that's the case, then they're not going to be able to legally release it on anything, if that's what they end up doing. So, I don't know what the deal is with the Batgirl movie. I just think it's an interesting story, because the movie was already all filmed, all done, all good to go, and then they just kind of shelved it. Interesting. Let's see. You're from Egypt, it's hard to get the sets. Interesting. I've never been to Egypt. I'm not sure what the Lego set market is like over there. Seems like it's hard to get the sets, though, considering that's what you said. Interesting. Never been to Egypt. I do want to visit at some point, though. That'd be cool. Might be because of the whole Ezra Miller thing. I don't know, because Ezra Miller wasn't a part of the Batgirl movie, from what I can figure out. You know? I don't think Ezra Miller was involved with that movie. Speaking of which, yeah, the Flash movie is still happening, apparently. They're still going full speed ahead with that one. For who knows why, you know? I'd rather see Batgirl as opposed to the Flash with Ezra Miller. Actors still get paid, right? I think so, yeah, because part of that budget goes into paying the actors. And they said that they spent almost $100 million on that movie before they canceled it. So I'm pretty sure the actors and everyone involved still got paid for their work, but they're not going to see the fruits of that labor get released, you know? They're not going to be releasing the movie, which sucks if you worked on the movie. It's like, oh, hey, thanks for working on this movie the past several months. We're not going to release it. All your hard work was for nothing. So, and from what I can understand, the director found out about it at a wedding. They didn't even tell him before they canceled it. Everybody found out at the same time, including the people that worked on the movie. So, pretty shocking. In terms of which Ninjago season has the best sets, why don't we end off the poll? Seems like Crystallized has won there in terms of which season has the better sets. Interesting. Okay. Crystallized over Possession. I can kind of see that, to be honest. I like the Crystallized sets too, but Possession kind of got some nostalgia goggles on for the Possession season. What is going on here with the bracket? But let's bump up Crystallized. There you go. And our final matchup here, final round, we got Sons of Garmadon versus Crystallized. All right. Let me stretch quick, get ready for this final round. Remember, we are voting based on which season has the better sets. So, Sons of Garmadon or Crystallized. What do you guys want to vote for? Final round, peoples. Final round. Final round. Sons of Garmadon versus Crystallized. Alright, let's take a vote. What do you guys have to say? Garmadaddy for the win. Fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed. Is Zane's plane from Crystallized worth it? I'd say so. Yeah, I bought that one. Going to be coming tomorrow, hopefully. So, looking forward to that. I'm excited to build that one. I'm excited to build all of these. I don't know which one I want to start with. I know in terms of like reviews, I want to start with the Crystal King set, but I'm not sure which one I want to build first. I might go smallest to largest, might go largest to smallest. I have no idea which one I should build first. If you guys had any suggestions, that would be epic. Otherwise, yeah, I'm getting all of them except for the Golden Dragon. So, you know. No, Sons of Garmadon. You can do it, maybe. Right now, it is a 77-22 split. Intriguing. In order? Oh, I see. In order from like set number? That wouldn't be a bad way of doing it. Sure. Do the one you like the most. Well, I was more looking forward to the Crystal King than anything, so maybe I should start with that one. I know definitely that's going to be my first one that I review. So, I could rebuild Wajira. No, that's not happening. Wajira is in pieces. It's going to be impossible to rebuild Wajira, to be honest with you. Would be a good idea, though. At one point in my life, I would like to make like a bigger, more expansive Wajira build. That'd be awesome. TBH. I've seen so many LEGO YouTubers talk about Nexonites, and I only today realized what it was and got blasted by nostalgia. That's awesome. I was never a huge fan of Nexonites. I mean, Nexonites was always kind of cool, but it always seemed like that younger, less cool brother of Ninjago, who's like the older, cooler brother. You know what I'm saying? Kind of always felt like that, to be honest. But Nexonites, decent sets, all things considered. Show, never got a whole lot of involvement with the show. Never really watched it all that much. Why don't we end off the which Ninjago season has the best sets poll? We could probably end that off. Sons of Garmadon has fallen to Ninjago Crystallized. Pretty interesting, though. I'd say Crystallized does have some good stuff going on. I'd say my favorite, though, if I had to pick like a favorite set wave, I'd say my favorite set wave of all time is definitely the Ninjago movie. But considering how that's not on this list, maybe the pilots, actually. Maybe the originals. I like the 2011 sets. Nostalgia glasses are on in saying that for sure, but I love the original spinners. If I could go back and buy some of those sets again at my local Target in 2011, I totally would. But with that being said, guys, that'll pretty much wrap it up for the poll, or for the bracket for today. According to you guys, Crystallized is the best in terms of sets, and I can totally see why. They're coming out now for a lot of people. The hype is real. Otherwise, Sons of Garmadon in second, not too bad. Good sets coming out of that wave too. Yeah, really good. Overall, though, which set wave do you guys think is the best? Which sets do you think has the better seasons overall? Feel free to let me know in the chat. Otherwise, that'll pretty much do it for the bracket today, and we have a few minutes left in the stream, so we can hang out for a couple more minutes here if you guys so desire. But in terms of the bracket, that'll just about do it. That'll just about be it. I'm gonna take a sip of my water quick, and we will end off the stream here in a few minutes. I can't find Crystallized sets yesterday. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't find any in person either. I'd recommend looking online. Like, not even my Walmart had any Crystallized sets. I'd recommend buying them online. That's what I usually do. And that's what I'm doing with Crystallized. I have 3 sets right here. Can't wait to get the rest of them tomorrow. In fact, yeah, I'm pretty sure they're all coming tomorrow, right? Amazon is being very weird about how they're shipping all of these sets, though. Like here, let me just summarize this for you guys really quick. In one package, I'm getting the Temple of the Crystal King, Golden Dragon motorbike, and the Golden Dragon jet. And in another package, coming the same day, in a completely separate box, I'm getting the Samurai mech. So, I don't know why they're not all together, but I'm not going to question Amazon's methods. I just think it's kind of weird. And they all came from the same place, too. They're all coming from Amazon directly. So I'm not, like, buying from different sellers or anything like that. They're all coming directly for some reason. Kahoot tomorrow. Kahoots are on Fridays. Always on Fridays. Fridays for me. I know for some people it's Thursday. For me, it's still Wednesday, meaning that tomorrow is Thursday, meaning that Friday is a couple of days from now. We will be doing a Kahoot on Friday. Don't you worry, though. We will get there. Also, my dad used his Lego VIP points to buy the Golden Ultra Dragon for only $35. That's awesome. That's a fantastic price for that set. It's what it should be, to be honest. Yeah, good stuff. VIP points definitely come in handy. I don't even have enough to even make a dent in the Golden Dragon, to be honest. So part of the other reason why I was never really going to be getting that set. Too expensive, even with VIP points for me. They're coming directly from Jeff Bezos' home address. Would not be surprised. With only a couple of minutes left in the stream, though, you guys, why don't we turn things over to rapid fire questions, shall we? Anything that I can answer in just a quick sentence or two, that'll be a pretty good way to round out the stream. And what season should we end on, do you guys think? How about you guys suggest some seasons? First one that I see, I will do. What should we do in terms of, like, images? Pilot pictures. You got it. Ending on the pilots. Sounds good. Pilots are good for me. All around. What are my predictions for Crystallized? I think the ending will be pretty sad. The ending will probably also be pretty controversial, meaning that the fan base might be pretty mixed on it, all things considered. Do I like the Pixel and Wu image? I do, yeah. Especially the Master Wu image. He just looks awesome. If you guys haven't seen those new pictures just yet, I made a video about those earlier today. Feel free to check those out if you so desire. Who is the most powerful in my opinion? Definitely in terms of like which Ninjago character is the most powerful. Obviously the Overlord, Lloyd, he's up there. Even Garmadon is pretty strong when it comes to like raw power. Maybe one of those 3 for sure. Liking the Garmadon comic? Yeah, it's awesome so far. Would totally recommend it for those that haven't read it just yet. Would totally recommend. Long Before Time had a name. Ninjago was created by the first Spinjitzu master using some tape and some good old-fashioned elbow grease. That's how Ninjago was born. Yeah, first Spinjitzu master is pretty powerful as well. I don't really count him, though, because he's not alive, from what we can figure out. Plot twist, the Crystal King is the first Spinjitzu master. Wouldn't that be a plot twist and a half? Favorite Crystallized set, from what I can see, definitely the Crystal King. Haven't built them yet, though, so can't really say for sure. Best new ninja. Gonna have to go with the... I was gonna say maybe the teal ninja, but the orange ninja. I kind of like her style. Maybe I'll go with the orange ninja for right now. What are we doing tomorrow? Tomorrow will be a casual hangout stream. So we're just kind of hanging out, talking about whatever. Hello, Momo. How are you? My kitty cat Momo is here. At the very end of the stream. How lovely. Hello, Momo. Yeah, you can't get up on that shelf, can you? Because there's stuff on there. Oh, no. Momo can't climb the shelves. What a tragedy this is. Favorite food? Spaghetti, lasagna. Yeah, because I'm Italian. You know how it goes around here. Get some croissants. Get some spaghetti. Call it good from there. Did I like the new Pokemon trailer? I did, yeah. I watched the Pokemon Presents thing this morning. I liked it. It was interesting. Not sure how to feel about like the crystal forms for the Pokemon. Not sure how I feel about that gimmick just yet. I would much rather they bring back Mega Evolution. That'd be lovely. Unfortunately, not coming back at any point here. Miss the old Ninjago models. Yeah, I got you. Older Ninjago is pretty nostalgic. Sometimes I miss them too, but I think the new ones are just as decent, if not more so. Let's see. Worst set wave is Season 11. Yeah, that's about right. I'd say those sets are probably the least impressive out of all of them. Most controversial scene in Ninjago that I love. What's a controversial scene in Ninjago that I think is actually pretty funny? Recently I've seen on Twitter there's some discourse over the whole scene where Bizarro J kind of kisses Nia. I think that scene is pretty funny. It's also uncomfortable, but I think it's funny. It's supposed to be funny. I think people are just getting way too mad at that scene for no reason. I've seen that going around Twitter a lot recently. So let's go with that one, since it's fresh on the brain. The scene where Bizarro J kisses Nia. Like the land bounty. I understand. The land bounty, not really my thing, though. Yeah, Pokemon Crystallized confirmed. Pretty much, yeah. I mean, the new Pokemon gimmick sounds like you can give them these weird crystals and they get a booster in their power. Some Pokemon change types for some reason. I don't know. I just think it's interesting how Ninjago and Pokemon are both doing crystallized stuff around the same time. Why are they mad at that scene? What's wrong with it? Something about how he took advantage of Nia or whatever. I don't know. I think the scene was just more so for laughs, and sometimes people take Ninjago way too seriously. So that's just what I think at the end of the day, though. Everyone is welcome to their own opinion. But from what I can understand, yeah, that's why it's controversial now. Oh my goodness. Why do I build sets from smallest to biggest? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I like working my way up, though, to those bigger and better builds. I just think it makes for a better experience overall. Starting off with the small one, working your way up to the big lads. I kind of like doing that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for Crystallized yet, though. Have not decided just yet. Do I think Nia can still do Spinjitzu without her elemental powers and Crystallized? I would think so, right? Because Nia, like a lot of people, you don't really need to have an elemental power to use Spinjitzu. Characters like Doubloon have used Spinjitzu. Masako knows Spinjitzu despite not having a power. So I feel like Nia could probably still learn or still use Spinjitzu. But honestly, probably not going to be with her powers. So yeah, I feel like she can still use Spinjitzu. Did I hear that Mr. Beast got 100 million subscribers? I did. I think that's awesome. Pretty important milestone to hit. That's very impressive. I'm not a huge Mr. Beast fan, but I appreciate his hustle. I appreciate the things that he does for the YouTube scene, so can't really fault the guy. I'm glad that he got 100 million subscribers. Did I say 100,000 or 100 million? I meant to say 100 million if I said 100,000. Do I think the new series should be like Golden Legend? Yeah, it's always possible. I think a post-apocalyptic Ninjago series could be awesome to see, especially if, plot twist, the Overlord wins during Ninjago Crystallized. And this new series is about the ninja trying to bounce back and take over Ninjago once again. Or, regain Ninjago from the Overlord's grasp, I guess you could say. Who should have a secret sibling if you had to pick one? What about Cole? I mean, he's already a pretty father figure. You know, he's a pretty fatherly figure, all things considered. What if he had like a little brother or like a little sister or something that he had to take care of? That'd be awesome to see. Sure. Give Cole a secret sibling, because why not? And with that being said, guys, why don't we answer one more question before we wrap things up here today? One more question as I stretch and yawn. Let's get one more question in the chat before we wrap things up here today. What ending would be horrible for Crystallized that it would cause a ripple through space and time, causing infinite numbers of people to cry out in horror and despair? Hey, and the bots are here. Hello, bots. Right at the end of the stream. Nice try, guys. In terms of what ending Crystallized could have that would make the most amount of people mad, honestly, if they did anything with the original ninja, if they killed them off, if they sent them away with their golden dragon forms, Nia style, ooh, yeah, Lloyd dying, either way, no matter what happens, I feel like, honestly, Ninjago Crystallized ending is going to be pretty controversial. No matter what happens, I think people are going to be pretty mixed on it. I'd say the ending that would probably cause the most amount of despair, though, the original ninja die, at the very end of the series, they introduce a new team. I think if they made them the new ninja as well, that would be pretty ironic. If the new ninja, you know, from Crystallized came in and were the new ninja here to stay, that would be very, very scary for a lot of people. I don't know. No matter what happens, though, I'm excited to see how the series ends with Crystallized, and then going into this new series in 2023, I am remaining very optimistic. So hopefully I was able to answer your question, and that'll pretty much wrap it up for the stream here today, ladies and gents. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Let's go over our streaming schedule one last time before we wrap things up here. We stream Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time, and as always, I will provide you guys with daily updates. If there's ever a day where I cannot stream for whatever reason, I will let you guys know via my community tab as per usual. And with that being said, guys, thank you all so much for tuning on in today. I appreciate you guys being here so much. Let's get some hugs in the chat, shall we? Hugs all around. Some of you guys have already started that off for me. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much, everybody, for all the hugs, and thank you all so much for the support, all things considered. You guys do a lot for me. I am very appreciative of all of what you do, and I appreciate you guys so much for being here today. So, with that being said, tomorrow we have another stream, same time, same place. Hope to see you guys there. Casual stream tomorrow, reminder, and on Friday, trivia, as usual. So, you know, rough outline for the rest of the week. Look forward to that, and I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day as well. Until next time, guys, thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys again in the next one. All right, I'll see you later. Peace.